If the world hates you, just remember that it has hated me first. If you belong to the world, then the world would love you as its own. But I chose you from this world, and you do not belong to it. That is why the world hates you. Whoever hates me, hates my father also. They would not have been guilty of sin if I had not done among them the things that no one else has done. As it is, they have seen what I did, and they hate both me and my father. They hated me for no reason at all.
We are back. We're back. It's been quite some time, chat. One Piece 1161 chapter reaction, chat. How we doing? It's been quite some time since we've streamed, guys. How have we been? Hope everyone's been doing great. Hope everyone's having a blessed morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. As always, guys, I cannot have the panels on the screen because I will get a copyright strike by doing that. I've explained this 1,000 times, so I'm sure you guys understand by now. So enjoy this Roxy Zebek art right here. Wait, no, right here. Enjoy the Roxy Zebek art. Deans, God bless you, man. Jin Marks, God bless you. Jacob Harrison, God bless you. Stan, God bless you, bro. JR Writer, God bless you, bro. Ergoslav, God bless you, man. Tay, God bless you, bro. Hikikomori, God bless you, bro. Vincent, God bless you, bro. Glad to be back, chat. I'm glad to be back. I haven't read anything 1161 related. I didn't read the spoilers. I didn't read the chapter. As well as 1162, I haven't read the spoilers yet. So today, what we will be doing, if I did the 1161 reaction right now, we would be doing 1162 long summary spoilers because an hour ago, the long summary released. So by the time I do the 1162 spoilers, it's already going to be very late. I would probably do 1162 long summary spoilers tomorrow, but like everyone's going to be so desensitized to that. I don't think anyone's even going to want to watch this stream because this chapter came out. 1161 is like a week old. Like who's going to watch it? Who's going to sit there and watch a chapter reaction for a chapter that released like a week ago? But I don't know. Maybe two people out there want to watch this. So we'll do it, I guess. I actually just closed the art. Roxy Zebek. I had some Roxy Zebek art on the screen and I lost it. How we doing though, guys? Deans, I'm glad to see you. Chat, I had a phenomenal trip to Japan. It was amazing. It was stellar. I had the greatest ramen in my life, had the greatest yakiniku, had some wagyu, had some mochi, had some kibidango, went to Mount Fuji, and it was great, guys. I actually met a supporter on my vacation. Shout out to him. Shout out to Jay. He actually posted a picture that we took. He posted it onto Instagram. I think earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. Shout out to him. It was totally random. He just ran up and he's like, "Yo, bro, are you a streamer? You do One Piece?" And he recognized me. That was totally out the blue. I just didn't expect that. It was pretty funny. But shout out to you, Jay, if you're watching the stream. Shout out to you, bro. It was good meeting you. Chad, I have so many pictures and videos, man. It's unreal. I have an insane amount. You bring back any sweets or souvenirs? Yeah, my wife brought back at least 2,000 bags of candy and chips and snacks. I got a ton of Japanese clothes. I got some Japanese denim. One of the pairs of Japanese pants, like denim I bought, was handmade by a designer. And I really like them. They're distressed. It's like a distressed pair of light wash denim. Got some nice jackets, Japanese shirts, One Piece stuff. I'm excited about the clothes, bro. I got a bunch of clothes. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Oh, And I got this because why not? This is the Japanese volume 1. You guys know I have volumes 1 to 105, I think. I have 1 all the way to 105 in English, but this is the Japanese volume. I got it at a bookstore last minute, and this was only literally $2.79 or something like that. Look, brand new, sealed. It was in a legit store, not like some random, corner store. Like, this was a legit bookstore. Bro, $3 for this in Japanese. So, Chad, I'm not going to be showing all the stuff I got right now because that would just take a very long time. But I also got the recent Shonen Jump. The recent Shonen Jump. It's unopened right now. And of course, I got another One Piece shirt. I literally have 1,000 One Piece shirts. I'm not really into the One Piece clothes, but I think you guys might be. So, but chat, I'm glad to see you guys, man. I hope you guys been doing good. No, I've not read that degenerate trash. Why would you even ask me that, Johan? You know the kind of person I am. Do you want to be rebuked? God bless you, Johan. MD Luffy, welcome back, Eddie. Did you go to the vending machines where they sell Brooks' favorite dream? Nah, I know what you're talking about. There were Japan has a vending machine every 5 feet, bro. Like, you could just be dropped in a completely random spot in Japan. It literally doesn't matter where, just a complete random spot on Google Maps, and you will have a vending machine in view, bro. I'm not even lying. Go on Google Maps, go to Japan, and just click a random street, and you'll see a vending machine. Viswa, God bless, bro. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff, a lot of funny stories. The funniest story, I guess, would be running into a supporter. Shout out to Jay, man. Really cool guy. Shout out to Jay Fox. Really cool guy. Glad to be back, chat. Let's go ahead and start with a prayer and get this chapter reaction going. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, of all things visible and invisible. I believe in one Lord, Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, born of the Father before all ages, God from God, light from light, true God from true God, begotten, not made, consubstantial with the Father. Through him all things are made. For us men in our salvation, he came down from heaven, and by the Holy Spirit was incarnate of the Virgin Mary and became man. For our sake he was crucified under Pontius Pilate. He suffered death and was buried, and he rose again on the third day in accordance with the scriptures. He ascended into heaven. He is seated at the right hand of the Father. He will come down again in glory to judge the living and the dead, and his kingdom will have no end. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Lord, the giver of life, who proceeds from the Father and the Son, who with the Father and the Son is adored and is glorified, who has spoken through the prophets. I believe in one holy Catholic and apostolic church. I confess one baptism for the forgiveness of sins, and I look forward to the resurrection of the dead and the world to come. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. It's time to begin, boys. One Peak 1161. I heard this was a good chapter. I hope I'm not let down right now. I'm going in completely blind, guys. I have not read 1161 as a chapter. I didn't even read the spoilers. I have absolutely no idea what's about to go on in this chapter, but I think I heard it was a good one. The cover page is pretty nice. There's a double page color spread. It's really cool. I don't even know if I could put this. I probably can't put this on the screen. But Luffy's biting a toy version of Gaimon, and Luffy's holding a bunch of toys. Dan, Ace, Shanks, Sabo, the girl from the bar. I don't remember her name. Rayleigh, Whitebeard. I see Kinemon, Yamato. Oh, this is a really cool color spread. Then you got Nami pulling Chopper. Is that Pedro in the background? Oh, the toy guy. Is that Kiros? No. That's the not the toy guy, the guy with the mustache and the scar from Kokoyashi Village, the pinwheel guy. Nami holding her sister. I forgot her name. Oh man, chaff. I need to reread. All right, here we go. Chapter 1161, a love ballad in a hall or in a hail of arrows. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 43. The resting place of heroes. Again, what a boring cover story. Oda, it's like, just end this cover story. We're begging you. This cover story is so boring, dude. I feel like every week we just see it and we're just like, we have literally nothing to say. It's a 100 out of 100. I saw a screenshot of Crocus in live action. It was pretty cool. I think they did it well. 1161's a banger. Okay, I'm excited. This cover story, Oda, you've wasted 43 cover pages. Guys, Oda has wasted 43 cover pages. This cover story sucks. They should have did a Katakuri cover story. That's what they really should have did. Show Katakuri because he wasn't at Whole Cake Island defending it when the Blackbeard pirates attacked. He was not there. We don't see him going after Big Mom. We don't see him going after his sister Pudding. What is Katakuri doing? Oda should have gave us a Katakuri cover story instead of this. This cover story is pointless. And the only people that are going to care about this cover story are the ones that are addicted to corn, the ones that got to see tatas, and they're not even really seeing it. They're just seeing cleavage. Those are the only people that are actually going to stick up for this cover story. Like, what did this cover story do for the story? It's actually irritating now. Like, really? 43 pages of this? Chat, it's not like 5, 10, 15, 20. 43. 43 cover pages of nothing. What's good, Master Goku? When will the chapter be out? Probably the same time as every other week, dude. That's me, and I still hate this cover story. Shout out to Eli. I've been playing some Poke Rogue. Hey, I made it to my highest wave earlier. I made it to on Poke Rogue. I got all the way to wave 189. Because at one point, like, I was running a Ho-Oh on my team, right? Okay, I can't get distracted. We need to go to the chapter reaction. I'll just put it like this. I had a Ho-Oh. I ran into a trader. He swapped all my Mons around, and it took my Ho-Oh out and gave me a Groudon, and then I just stomped for, like, the next 100 waves. But I'll get back to the chapter reaction. Here we go, guys. God Valley, what happens when legends meet? The island became an inescapable flashpoint where motive and fate erupted into a battlefield of nightmares. All right, God Valley. Head for the evacuation route. But there is a prize I truly wanted. We will take responsibility and get it for you. Responsibility? You'll be taking responsibility for all this, you idiot. Yeah. Look at how the Celestial Dragon is talking to the Marine. Well. Oy vey. Hey, you serve. I was about to say the name. You serve Marijoa, my guy. You're beneath the Celestial Dragons. You are cattle. You are beneath the Celestials. You are cattle. You're going to take responsibility for this. You are a dirty Marineford citizen. Do you know who I am? I'm a Celestial Dragon from the Holy Land, dude. You're going to take responsibility for this. We might have a chance. Let's use this chaos to hop on a boat and slip away. Where's Shaki? Is she all right? Roger, you're such a bum, bro. Eris, Teach, where are you? Who's Eris? Where did Roger go? Oh, man. Roger and Garp, the biggest goys of them all, dude. We got Dragon. Hang in there just a bit longer. Where are the Navy ships? If Dragon did more in the plot, like if he was more active, right? Dragon would be hands down be my favorite character. My problem with Dragon is like he's always just planning, and it's annoying. He's just not really in the action, Kaku Yo, Kaku has had more fights than Dragon. Foxy the Pirate has put in more active work fighting people, hands on deck, than Dragon. And I already know people are going to clip this and they're going to get so angry. Look at this YouTuber. Look at this guy. He's clowning Dragon. Dragon got to make plans. Yo, listen, I totally get Dragon leading an army. I totally get the Revolutionary Army stretching across Paradise in the New World. Bro, I think everyone with more than 2 IQ cells, 2 brain cells understands that. But this is still a shonen manga, right? This is still anime, right? Like, why hasn't Oda given at least like one fight or something, like a clash? And don't give me that Smoker thing. Like, that's just cringe, bro. Smoker, like, that's just bullying. Like, did anyone actually does anyone look at Dragon and they're like, oh yeah, he stopped Smoker? Bro, Smoker. Really? Zoro would probably one-shot Smoker. You know what I mean? So, like, if Oda actually gave Dragon, you know, like one fight in the series by now, or like, you know, maybe like a clash or something, like, that'd be cool. But he's just only planning for this guy, and it's just like annoying. And then most of the time we see Dragon, it's just ellipses. He's just looking to the east, arms folded. It's like so much potential. Dragon has so much. Give us a flashback fight. How about that? Oda could have gave us like a flashback fight by now. Prior to this, prior to the God Valley flashback that we're seeing in 1161, Oda, like 400 chapters ago, could have gave us like a flashback fight of Dragon fighting some guy. More pirates. It's not this way. Yeah, I see him. A marine with a little bundle in his arms. Pew! Oh man, that dude Dragon got shot. Got him. You're a lifesaver, Maffy. Garling would have killed me. Wow. Who would have thought a prick like Garling would have a kid, or could have a kid? That's almost as strange as our intriguing little kidnapper. God's Knight. Satchel's family, Mrs. or Saint Maffy. Maffy? Oh no. Did she? So that's Shamrock in her hand? She's holding Shamrock? Ugh. Wow. Wait, those babies. They're my only chance to atone for helping set up this twisted murder game. It was nice knowing you, young man. Wow. I guess that's that. Considering all the dead, this is probably what I deserve. Yo, Dragon, you're a great guy, bro. Ideologically, look, bro. Ideologically, I like Dragon. Don't get me wrong, bro. He's like the only one leading an army, leading a force against the Celestials, against this false Holy Land. He's the only one willing to do it. No one else is doing it. The Kid Pirates are not doing it. Heart Pirates not doing it. Beast Pirates not. Red Hair not. Big Mom not. No, who is leading an army against Marijoa? Literally nobody except the Revs. I give Dragon all the flowers. I always have for going against Marijoa and the Celestials and all that. Again, the gripe is just not seeing him at least once having hands on deck. You know, getting in the battlefield. One fight, a clash. You know, that's my gripe with Dragon. Ideologically, he's amazing. Him and Zebek. Out of the way. Oh, she got cut in half, bro. Ah. For the last time, I was aiming at the enemy, not you. How many other pirate crews landed here anyway? Liar, I could have died. You want to go right now or something? Whoa, these pirates, they're so huge. Yo, so shout out to Whitebeard saving Dragon. Yo, typical Whitebeard W. Whitebeard, Chadbeard. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Yo, Dragon is so small compared to those guys. Dragon is literally like the kneecap of Big Mom. Dang you, Newgate. You trying to get me killed. Shiki. Yo, Shiki's like So random. Dude, does Shiki actually have fans? Like, there's like so many characters that are like obviously better than Shiki. Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, Law, Sabo, Ace, Odin. Yo, Shiki wouldn't even make my top 25. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Zebek, Garp, Luffy, all the Straw Hats, Kiros, Kuma. I would not even have Shiki in my top 25. He feels so useless. This isn't what we agreed on, Linlin. Kaido, the Rocks Pirates. If we could take them down, we'll be famous. Bro, you are not taking down the Rocks Pirates. Put the pipe down. If we could take down the Rocks Pirates, we'll be famous. Bro, you are not taking... Are you on crack? You're talking about Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, and Zebek. Chad, they gotta have like some kind of laced drug to even consider that. Hang on, are these scrubs after Shaki too? Hold on, let me put the chat on screen. You guys want to see the chat on screen? Get back to bed, you small fries. Yeah. Oh, what a sick panel. Big Mom, Whitebeard, Shiki. They get blown away. What in the world is happening on this island? Mwah! I could probably slip away now, but I lost the babies. Cough. Wah! Okay, I'm guessing that's Shanks on the ground. He has a big bump on his head. Now, this is a big catch. I found a prime fishing spot. Brace yourselves, you big ol' Sea Kings. Sea Kings? Oh, is that Roger? Garp? It's Garp. Run. A fight with him will drag on too long. We ain't gonna fight back at all. Can it? Zeus, Prometheus. Yes, mama. Dad? He said dad. Oh, wait, he said dad. Oh, yo, Roxy Dragon in the trash can. Yes.
This guy brought a nuke into the building.
Yes. Now people could stop using the most... Now people could stop using the dumbest arguments ever. Oh, well, the info box, it says grandfather of Luffy. It doesn't say father of Dragon. Yeah, never mind Luffy being the MC. Oh, but the Dragon's info box, it says Dragon is the father of Luffy. It doesn't say he's a son of Garp. Chad, we have to share a manga with these people. Nah, but yeah, that theory's always been so stupid. I'm just glad to see this panel. It's just put that theory in the grave. Finally, dude. You know how beautiful the dynamic is that you have Garp, the Marine, then you have the son of Garp, which would be Dragon, the revolutionary. And then the son of Dragon, the grandson of Garp being a pirate, 3 big factions. Bro, that is perfect. Rather than what? Zebek pirate, Dragon Rev, and then Luffy pirate. Like, that just kills the obvious theme that Oda was going for, set up at what? Post Enies lobby? Shiki had Roger dead to rights. Yeah, he still thought Roger was too strong to be captured. Shiki's my goat. Eris is related to Nyx, Emu, who has Morpheus as a child, but Morpheus is the butterfly race of Emu. What do you mean butterfly race of Emu? What does that mean? Morpheus. I always think of whenever I hear that name, I think about The Matrix. Heavenly Fuhrer Blitz. Oh, Fuhrer. Let's go. Heavenly Fuhrer Blitz. Roxy Fuhrer. Fuhrer Blitz. Vice Admiral Garp. Wait, that was Garp's attack? Oh, no. It was Big Mom's attack. Yo, based Big Mom. She hit Vice Admiral Garp. Bro, told you guys, Roxy few her, man. What is that? No, focus. This is our final chance, Kuma. Okay. This isn't even hard enough to cook a prime rib, Lin. Oh, that panel's hard. Yo, Garp with the aura, man. Standing in the shadow with the smoke. You guys already know that's going to be like a 15-minute reaction shot in the anime. It's going to show the smoke for 5 minutes. It's going to show the rocks and dust for another 5 minutes. Then it's going to show like each character with like a gaping mouth for 5 minutes. Yeah, Big Mom, you can't take down Garp. You're not on that level, Big Mom. Maybe in another 20 years you could really go toe-to-toe, or another 40 years you could go toe-to-toe with Garp. But not now. Hey, the kidnapper's probably dead. And I've secured the baby. That's good enough, right? Wah! I'm forever in your debt now. Please get back here before Garling finds out. Wait, who is that on the phone? I'm sorry. I may not be able to help your brother, but I swear to at least save you. Yo, shout out to Dragon. Shout out to that boy, Dragon. You all really thought you could get away in the chaos. Pirate or townsfolk, none of you will escape on my watch. Yo, tell me that's not some IDF energy right there. Hamas or civilian, it makes no difference. Yo, man, what's that girl's family name again? She's literally on the IDF type beat. This is Gaza, bro. Gaza Valley. Gaza Valley. Pirate or townsfolk, none of you will escape on my watch. Yo, chat. Marijoa is literally bombing tents. Civilian tents. Dude, she's literally shooting random civilians. Oh, well, they were using, the pirates are using human shields. Yo, that's the Holy Knight argument right there, chat. That's the pro Marijoa argument. When you read through 1161 and you see the Holy Knight lady, the Holy Knight girl with the rifle, shooting like 40 people. Oh, well, the Rocks pirates, they were using humans as a human shield. 6 million Celestials. Reporting in. The Rocks pirates are coming in from the southeast. Roger, Rocks, Celestial Dragons. Of course they're running away. You literally started a war. You started a genocide, and now you're the victim. Oh my gosh. Yo, chat. Does art imitate life, or does life imitate art? Yo, Oda, what are you cooking with this arc right here? What are you trying to say? Because I know what you're trying to say. I think I know what you're trying to say, and I've been saying this for a very long time. People are now just catching on. The Roger pirates from Northwest. We've been sandwiched. Give us back Shaggy. It's Roger. Fight to the last. We haven't gotten the treasure to safety yet. The Rocks crew are coming in from the other side. I'm going to save her first. No, I will. No, I will. Let go. Shaggy, we're here to save you. This is cringe, man. Oda, could you just not have had the simping? Like, I don't think you made, like, why? I don't think the story's better because these guys are obsessed with Shaggy. I want to see someone make an actual argument for this. Someone prove to me why this whole thing about people simping for Shaggy makes the story better. Like, how does this improve the story? I don't understand how this makes the story better. Did you notice something with Captain John's arm? No. Oh yeah, it's a robot arm. Yo, Captain John with kids fruit? Is that the take? Is that the theory? Is that the theory? Captain Kid Or Captain John had Captain John, Captain Kidd. Captain John, Captain Kidd. Yo, Kidd really had Captain John's fruit. Hurry and stop them. You at least move Shaku Yaku, right? St. Summers, about that, huh? Ah, St. Summers. Don't tell me all of them are taken out by a little chained up lady. Sounds like the pirates out there are really going to town. How distasteful. There's nothing less cute. Pow. Than a woman who knows her worth. Yo, he's on his, what's that dude's name? Spandam timing. St. Summers and Spandam just slapping women. And you know what's crazy is like Shaggy has blonde or has black hair, pale complexion, but I guess that's like 1,000 other girls in One Piece, right? Robin, pale skin or white skin, black hair. Pow. Shaggy is to Robin as St. Summers is to Spandam. One's in the chat if you agree. Amuni, God bless, bro. Japan was spectacular, bro. I think everyone should visit Japan. That was hands down my favorite vacation ever. You guys will love Japan. The food is immaculate, bro. You could literally go to a convenience store and get 5-star restaurant food. And there's vending machines everywhere where you could get a big drink for like $1. And the Wagyu is unmatched. The ramen is unmatched. Bro, you could literally go to a random no-name spot in Japan for ramen, and it will be better than any ramen in America. You'd probably have to spend like $45 on a bowl of ramen in America to get like some random ramen bowl in Japan. Old Gen Spandam. I'm still waiting to see exactly what exactly Sengoku meant by Zebek dabbling in taboo history. So far, Zebek hasn't shown anything controversial. I need to go back and reread that. I think it was chapter 967, 966, 968. I'm gonna have to go see the wording, but if I go just based off the cuff, my memory off the cuff, I think it was he gave more of a taboo thing because of God Valley and him seeing Emu and stuff like that. But I don't know. Does Sengoku even realize Zebek ran into Emu? Because like, does Sengoku even know Emu exists? Spoiler stream probably tomorrow, so it'll be late. What's good, King J? God bless. So Shaggy gets slapped and she stands up and kicks Summers. Ouch. He grabs her leg. And he's going to hit her leg with a kanabo. Eek! Oh, Oda had to censor that. Ah, you know, all these pirates are here to take you away. Your popularity is quite the pain. It's certainly made a mess of our attorney. Even if you survive this, Garling will ultimately claim you as his. No one else really gains anything. So I'm starting to wonder if it wouldn't just be you, or it wouldn't just be more fun to kill you here and now. Yo, this guy is demonic, man. This guy is truly demonic, bro. This guy's demonic. They've come all this way just to save you. It'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell only to find the mangled corpse of their beloved here. I wonder what kind of faces they'll make. Yo, you know, like when we think about like atrocities, like really inhumane stuff that people can do, one of the first things we think is like with, you know, children, right? Because I don't think it gets any worse than that. Like when you do awful things to a child, you know, a baby, that might be the absolute worst thing you could do. But one thing that always pops in my mind is like towards women as well. Like the idea of, I gotta word this carefully because it's kind of obscene, but we're kind of getting the gist of it in this chapter right now. Like the idea of a man, I'll word it in a certain way, right? Injuring a woman to a very severe degree. Like, you have to be a demon or so, like a literal demonic, unclean spirit. Like, that's just really wrong, bro. Like, it makes me squeamish. Like, I would never justify, people putting their hands on each other, right? Like, if a guy argues with a girl, right? A guy shouldn't be putting his hands on her, right? That should never be the case, right? In one sense, it's like if a guy, like let's say he slaps a girl, right? That's pretty bad. That's pretty awful. But to take it to an extreme where you're causing blood or like ending the life, I don't know, man. Chad, do you guys support the death penalty? Because like when I think about things like this, I don't know, man. I just don't understand how someone could be driven to that level. Like, because when you think about a child, right? Children are vulnerable. Children are weak. They're vulnerable. They're meant to be cherished, protected, loved, But isn't that like generally the same thing you would do for a woman? I get like on another note or on like another hand, it's like, maybe you get into an argument with a girl, shout back and forth. That's like one thing. We should try to avoid that, but that's one thing. But like to see what St. Summers is doing and like this happens in real life, men going to the extreme with women like this, it has to be like you're literally demonic. Literally demonic. Mo, what's good, bro? God bless, man. How you been, brother? Oh, Denji has a lot of that. He's a victim of abuse. Who's Denji? Summers definitely watches Fresh and Fit podcast. What if they used 100 bottles of baby oil? Yo, I heard that dude Diddy got 4 years. And I saw the most obscene tweet. I don't even know why I follow this guy. No offense if he's watching the stream. No offense if you're watching the stream and you know that I'm about to refer to you. Still, bro, it was obscene. So I was on Twitter, right? In my downtime. I think like I was on the train. When I was in Japan, I was on the train, right? And I'm just scrolling really quick just to see what's going on for like 5 minutes. And a tweet pops up. And someone on my timeline, because I guess I follow them, I should probably change that. But they were like, they added, first of all, they did at Diddy, like they tweeted at him. And I'm just thinking like, bro, Diddy's not reading your tweet, brother. No, relax, dude. Diddy's not going to read your tweet. He's not going to like your tweet. He's not going to retweet you, bro. But he was like, yo, at Diddy, take it on the chin, fam. You got this, bro. A lot of rappers out here doing stuff way worse than you, but that's another story for another day. 4 years ain't that bad. Take it on the chin, king. And then the tweet ends. And I'm just like, dude, what is wrong with people? Are you aware of the stuff this man was doing? How demented are you? Like, how rotten is your mind? Like, how twisted and warped is your moral compasses? We're in this predicament, one, because of Jays, two, because of Satan. Well, actually, I'm not reordering that as like Jay or Satan beneath Jays. Obviously, Satan would be the biggest root cause, right? One, because of Satan, the accuser, the enemy. He manipulates and controls people, right? To a degree. Him, Satan, then it's the Jays through media. I actually lost my train of thought. And then just continuing this culture of rainbow flags and degeneracy and one night stands and drugs and corn and hentai and all of this constant perversion that's just destroying society, that people will tell you, oh, well, the people need freedom. I was actually, chat, you guys know, man, I try to stay on topic. I'm not good at it, but whatever, bro. That's just how it is here. I was watching this one content creator. I don't know if I'm going to say their name just to avoid things, But he actually said something that I agree with. He was saying that he would rather live in abject poverty than to live in a sexually perverted culture like how we currently do. And I thought about that, and I was like, yeah, I think I probably agree. Like, I would rather be poor, live in like a poor country, poor society where like people don't have money, than to live in a culture where even the children and the kids are getting pumped with all of this sexual stuff in one of a million ways. It is causing the decay of society. But anyways, I can't believe the U.S. court only gave him 4 years. Yeah, you know, there was some kind of deal behind the scenes. You know how many of those people were drugged? Denji's from Chainsaw Man. Oh no, I haven't been into Chainsaw Man. It looks pretty cool though. When I was at Japan, I went to USJ, Universal Studios Japan, and me and my wife, we went to the Chainsaw Man like 4D. It was like a 4D not, I guess, like a show. It was a Chainsaw Man thing. I thought it was pretty cool. We had to sit in a chair and it was shaking and rocking, and we had like the 3D glasses on, and like they were shooting like water. It was supposed to be like the blood of like aliens and stuff. I thought it was really cool. I didn't know what they were saying because they didn't have the subtitles, but it looked cool. It was like a Halloween theme with Chainsaw Man, like the main character with like the blonde hair and then the girl with the horns. I don't know what their names are. Usher, Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith are linked to Diddy. Of course they are, bro. All of Hollywood is satanic. And when I say all of Hollywood, chat, I don't mean literally every single person. I just mean like probably like 99% of them. Like, you have to sell your soul. You have to go into those parties. You have to sign those NDAs. You have to do those blood contracts if you want positions of power, if you want money. They're not just going to let random people in, bro. And if there is like good people in Hollywood, they are in the minority. They're in like the 1%. That is like somehow getting roles and maybe, you know, directing their own films and stuff like that are not into those things. But it's probably like 1% of them. Denji, the most down bad sexualized character in anime and manga, but glad you made it back home. Agent from Japan. Made it back home. Agent from, I think you meant made it back home again from Japan. Either way, I get what you're saying. God bless, Tiante. I'm glad to see you, bro. Most definitely, Diddy definitely got Tupac killed. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those documentaries. Him and Suge Knight, very sus. And the whole thing with Biggie. Diddy reminds me of Doflamingo. Imagine what he did to Baby 5 and Sugar behind closed doors. Why do you think his crew was so perverse? Actually, you're ignoring what Oda was saying in SBS volumes regarding Doflamingo and Viola. Did you guys know Doflamingo was graping Viola? I bet you didn't know that. It's in an SBS, bro. A reader asked Oda if Doflamingo is graping Viola, and Oda was like, "Oh, well, this is an adult. This is a manga aimed for teens, but a lot of people are gonna read in between the lines." Wink, wink. Go look up that SBS volume if you don't believe me. It's probably on Viola's One Piece wiki page. But anyways, let's get back to the chapter. Okay, so we got Garp. Boom. No, wait, that's Roger. Dude, Garp and Roger look... Yo, a lot of these characters are starting to look way too similar, man. I saw someone had like a panel of young Dragon. Then they put... or was it Mihawk? No. It was a panel of... I think it was a panel of Mihawk. Then they put the scar and it looked like young Garp. I think that's what it was. I think it was Mihawk. Then they put the scar on the face and it was literally Garp. Then they took the scar off, and it was Mihawk again. I think it was King J. Did King J post that? I forgot where I saw that. I think King J posted that. Shaki, we've come to save you. Shaki, are you okay? I'm going to save you now. It'll be me. No, I'm the one. Dang, my hands are tied right now. I'll leave Shaki to you. Okay. Can you hear that? They're right outside, but I'm afraid they're just a little too late. Why all this focus? Like, why is she so important that Oda has to direct so much of God Valley to Shaki? Is there something about her that I overlooked or like skimmed past? This is too much. And like, I see people, they're saying like, oh, well, One Piece has the simping. It's a One Piece trope. That I don't find that to be a sufficient answer. It's way too much focus on Shaki. This is overboard, bro. Like, is it because she has a fruit? Is it because she has a power? Like, it's way too much focus on Shaki just to be like, oh, well, they think she's hot. It's way too much, man. Like, if it was a few panels, whatever, I'll look past it. I'll try to look past it. It's just way too much. Like, look, they're literally centering the whole thing around Shaki. Because she's pretty? That's why? Like, I don't see how this makes the God Valley narrative better. And I want to see someone explain this to me. Explain this to me. If you guys agree that this makes God Valley better, explain it to me. Why is the constant focus and simping on Shaki making God Valley better? Like, how is that improving the narrative? It just feels like it's just pointless. It's just random. It could have been a lot better if, like, I don't know, like a devil fruit. Swap Shaki with a devil fruit. That'd be a lot more interesting. Why Shaki? Shaki is a plot device to bring the top tiers to one place conveniently. Okay, that might not be that bad of an answer. It'd be similar if Nami got captured, though. I mean, I would probably lean more towards Jordan's response. I guess Jordan has a fair response because Shaki was famous, right? The Kuja Pirates, they were worldwide, right? I guess that's fair enough, Jordan. I do feel like it's getting dragged a little bit, though. I get the reasoning. I don't think your reasoning's faulty. There's a very famous group of women. One of them's captured, she ends up on God Valley, whatever. They go. That's how Oda brings the characters to the island. Fair enough, but I don't know. Feels a bit excessive. Maybe if Oda was able to cut back a little bit. It just feels like too much. Can you hear that? They're right outside, but I'm afraid they're just a little too late. St. Summers, Garling won't forgive this kind of transgression. Zip it. If you keep quiet, they'll just chalk it up to an accident. Look at her face. All hope snuffed out. See, this ain't a fairy tale. I'd cut out any hero who'd show up. Life's a bee, ain't it? Gyahahaha. I'll kill you in 5 slashes. Savor the pain. Your wishful thinking will drain out with your blood. I'll send you to the darkest shadows of the underworld. Yo, this guy, what a cringe anime villain monologue. You guys know in like a lot of anime and manga, the villains have to go on like this huge monologue. St. Summers won't say, or St. Garling won't save you. Look at your hope. Look at your face. All snuffed out. This ain't a fairy tale. I'd gut any hero who shows up. Life's a bee, ain't it? I'll kill you in 5 slashes. Savor the pain. You're wishful thinking. Bro, get to the point, man. Get to the point. Yo, if I was Shaki, I'd be like, bro, just kill me already. Enough, bro. I don't want to hear this any longer. Just kill me already. Just stab me, bro. Get it over with. I'm not trying to hear this 20-minute monologue, bro. Get it over with, man. I don't know what's worse, being stabbed by you or having to sit through this monologue. Yo, shout out to the boy L. Welcome back, brother. God bless L. I hope you've been doing great, man. How you been, brother? Transcendent Egon Crescent. Booyah! Oh, is that Rayleigh? Shaggy. Huff, huff. Ah. Sorry for the delay. Come and make me yours, Shaku Yaku. I'm here for you. Yo, what a true love story. All right, I take it back. Everything I was saying about Shaggy, I take it back, bro. I take it back. Yo, power couple. Will you be the Shaggy to my Rayleigh? Yo. Hey, this is actually fire. This is one of the best. Would we consider this a simping moment? I don't really think it's simping. I mean, he's saving someone's life, and he's saying, I'm here for you. Like, you could literally see Whitebeard doing that for Ace. And he doesn't really have heart eyes, and he hasn't simped. Hey, what a great moment. Drip, drip. Ray-san, you're late. I'm sorry for letting it come to this. I was so scared. I'll never, ever save it for later, you dog. Guys, we've got Shaggy. Grab the treasure and run for it. Woohoo! All right, pretty good chapter. I don't feel like that much happened, though. Just feels like, hey, I'm going to kill Shaggy. Oh, wait, no, Rayleigh saved Shaggy, and then it ended. Well, I guess you have Dragon. Dragon grabbed the children. So what happens in 1168? Dragon saves Shanks, not Shamrock. The Rocks Pirates run away from Garp. Summers goes to kill Shaggy, and Rayleigh saves Shaggy, and the chapter ends. Not really much to discuss here. Yikes. And you're telling me they don't have no kids? Yo, come on, man. Hey, Mihawk being the son of Rayleigh is alive, bro. It's still alive, man. Mihawk, son of Rayleigh. Nah, it's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Halloween costume idea? Yo, I gotta be Mihawk, man. That's what we agreed on. Hey, L, that's what we agreed on, right? I'll be Mihawk for Halloween. Oh shoot, I gotta get the costume ready before it's too late. Isn't Halloween on a Friday this year? Which means there might be a chapter reaction stream on the day of Halloween. For me, at least. There's Garp D Oppressor. That's the main agenda. Yeah, he's oppressing the Rocks Pirates, the young Rocks Pirates. Dracula, let's go. Mihawk time. Halloween's on Friday. Yeah, I gotta do the Mihawk fit, bro. Either Mihawk or Law. Cause chat, you guys know we got the Corazon, right? I gotta do either Mihawk or Law. We agreed on Mihawk though, so I don't want to switch unless we get the green light. Read this. I'm reading. The blue butterfly race of emu is called Morpheus. What? Morpheus butterfly. Morphomenalius. So it's butterflies. Emu's a butterfly. The shapely one for Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. I got the wiki pulled up. I don't mind if we all vote. If we all vote on a costume, bro. No, if we do a poll, if we do a vote, I'm choosing the options because you guys are literally gonna go and vote for Charlos or Mr. 3 or Jabra, and I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. You missed Redon getting caught with his pants down, putting out fake 1162 reactions before news came out that the chapter was delayed. I actually didn't miss that. So again, bro, I didn't read the spoilers or anything like that, but I didn't miss that because it was a hint. I'm pretty sure Redon, he posted a hint saying like 1 million or something, like he was gassing up the chapter and then it ended up getting delayed. I saw that. I didn't see any other hints or any other spoilers. And the chapter was delayed, and it just goes to show that what I said, what I've been saying for the past year and a half is true, bro. A lot of these leakers, they are farming revenue through leaks and spoilers, through hints. Chat, that's what's going on. Leakers and these so-called sources, they are trying to farm likes, retweets, views, all types of stuff to earn money. You are a cow and you're being milked. That's why we need a Joy Boy to arise. We need a One Piece leaker to come out, and he just doesn't care about anything, bro. He just goes and he posts the leaks. He posts the spoilers immediately. Just give him a VPN or something, bro. Give him a VPN and have him post it on a virtual machine or something. Make him untrackable. Let him do that, and we will not have to deal with leakers gatekeeping, with these pointless hints that aren't even hints. A lot of these other guys, their whole goal is to farm likes and retweets and farm engagement and farm money. That's the whole point. That's why they coordinate releasing leaks. That's why they coordinate releasing spoilers. Haven't you guys ever wondered that? Has that never crossed your guys' mind? Gee, I wonder why all the leakers, all these different guys, Lily, Pewpiece, Redon, Scotch Informer, I wonder why all these guys just so happen to post at the exact same time of the day every single week together. Total coincidence, even though they literally live on opposite sides of the planet from each other. It's because they coordinate it. They want to farm as much engagement as possible to earn money through Twitter and earn money through websites and stuff like that. And now they're doing YouTube. And then the leakers, they sign contracts with certain websites, certain brands that do One Piece translations. I'm not going to use any names, but some leakers, by the way, none of this is a theory, chat. I'm telling you what it is. So, I mean, I guess you don't have to believe me. I can't tell you guys, oh, you better believe what I say. No, you guys can feel free to disagree. Feel free to believe I'm not lying. Go double check sources. Hey, you are your own people. I'm just telling you what I know, the facts of the matter. They also have leakers that sign contracts with the big people that translate the chapters, not official chapters. Third party people, right? They sign contracts with these guys and then they coordinate between each other, which causes many issues like delays and spoilers, forcing hints every week, stuff like that. So basically at our expense as consumers. But anyways, hey, yo, what's up, my brother? Don't tell me you already finished reading the full spoilers. Also, why is bro lagging? Is Mighty Joy intercepting the signal from the worldwide broadcast? Well, bro, this is 1161 chapter reaction. I'm going to have to do the spoiler reaction tomorrow because it's already 11:30. This stream is not for 1162, guys. This stream is for 1161. I was not in town the past 12 days. Okay, chat? This stream is not for 1162. This stream is for 1161. Okay, guys? Bro, you fit perfectly as Law. Yeah, man, I'll just have to get some markers. I'll get some black markers and draw the tattoos on my hands. I got the Corazon tat right here, so that's good. Just get a shirt. Find a Law sword. Shouldn't be that hard. God bless random YouTube user. God bless D. What is a Funko plush? I don't know what that is. A plushie? Did you see O'Hara Defender lately? Yeah, shout out to O'Hara Defender. Shout out to O'Hara Defender, chat. Didn't O'Hara Defender post us? I think O'Hara Defender posted us. Chad, did O'Hara Defender post us? Did O'Hara Defender post us?
Anyone can support Madi Joa.
Hold on.
Anyone can support Madi Joa after what they're doing to the Alabasta Strip. Yeah, whatever, bro. Send another 6 Gorillion devil fruits to Madi Joa. Do you know when the Spanish Golden Age began and when the Spanish expelled the Celestial Dragons? If you had a room and it was pretty dirty and, you threw out all the trash and then all of a sudden your mom says, oh, wow, your room's very clean. It's spotless. It's probably something there. I want to know, can Sanji bake 6 million pizzas in 5 years? Then that means that Sanji would have to make 136 pizzas an hour. But that doesn't sound right because you can only fit like one pizza in an oven. You can't put like 3 or 4. That's not possible. And then like the ovens that like Sanji uses, they're like wooden ovens. It takes multiple hours to like cook the pizza. And like I'm pretty sure that like they have like 4 ships that have ovens. So it's like 15 ovens, but then that still doesn't work. 6 million, that's way too much. Probably like 271,000 at most. Get the Celestial Dragons to the center of the island. Don't let them get hurt. Yeah, after you literally just tried killing all the natives and the kids, now you want to play victim? Yup, another Mighty Joan classic. The ones doing the accusing are the ones doing the doing. Color me surprised. Then they use the media to tell you guys Zebek was the bad guy. Oh, Zebek had a whole plan. Zebek had a final answer to eradicate the Celestial Dragons. We needed that to justify Mighty Joa. Well. Chad, did you guys know that Dalamud says that it's okay to deceive the fishermen? I don't understand how anyone can...
Wow. Why would anyone watch a YouTuber like him, man? Jacob Harrison, ¿tú pales de la figurine emu? Are you asking him if he has a emu figurine? We need like 3 options to vote. Law, Mihawk, or what would the third one be, chat? I saw a Reddit post about total aid money sent to the Holy Land since the 1960s, almost 400 billion. Is the heavenly tribute we are paying to Mari Joa? Yes. And you know who's the biggest funder? It's California. And you know what's the biggest city in California doing that? It's Los Angeles. And Los Angeles was the same one who what's the word? When you fire a bunch of people, they laid off, I can't think of the word. They laid off a bunch of people worth like $200 million, but then they sent $400 million that year. I can't think of the word. But yeah, that's where your money's going to. It's going to a place to bomb people, to bomb children. That's exactly what it's about. Meanwhile, your people, our people are literally homeless. We're starving. We got 2 small payments throughout COVID. Pretty much getting nothing. People don't have healthcare. People don't have insurance. The education system is crap. Pretty much just a falling country, and we send billions and billions to a random country across the planet doing literally nothing for us except bombing our ships, our own ships, dragging us into all these wars. Just constant evil and degeneracy and trash. And when you talk about this, what do people tell you? What do people tell you, MD Luffy, when you talk about this? They tell you, oh, well, that's just real life. I watch One Piece to escape from real life. Why are you talking about this? We should be crying about Robin's backstory instead. Yeah, let's have zero sympathy for real souls and have all of our sympathy towards a fictional story. See, this is the type of stuff, chat, that makes me the way that I am. See, and I slowly started hating them. I'm just kidding, chat. This is just a joke. Chat, we're not called to hate anybody. We're called to love people. But we are also called to rebuke awful behavior. So you got to know how to balance the two. We need to pray for these people, chat. We really do. Do you think Emu Funko getting wings is a clue? Wait, Emu Funko Pop has wings? Emu Funko Pop. I didn't even know there was an Emu Funko Pop. Where do you see that? Is this even real? I don't see wings on this one. Yo, where's the Emu Funko Pop? This is actually pretty cool. This doesn't look official. This looks like some random person on Etsy, but it looks pretty cool. Yo, where's the Emu Funko Pop? I live in LA and most jobs we do are for rich, low ball and nose club members. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's your cattle. It's in their book, dude. It's in their book. Their book literally calls you cattle. They call me cattle. In fact, they want to destroy my book. That blank got 400 million and nothing to show for it. What the hell is going on over there for real? You know they'll never stop talking about 10-7 for the next 100 years. Yeah, they won't. Even though they literally had a stand-down order. Alexa, what is the Hannibal Directive? Oh, whoa. We're going too far with that one. Jarvis, post the Hannibal Directive in the YouTube stream chat. It's just garbage. It's the same thing. That's a small scale version of that big horrible thing that happened in the 1940s. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You get this event, you blow it completely out of proportion, you make a ton of atrocity propaganda about it, you make a million lies over it, you use that fake perpetuated lie of an event to fuel other agendas, specifically to justify the state of Marijoa. That's the main reason. Then you also have to have museums for it to funnel in millions of dollars every year from every single country. You use that as a defense mechanism so no one can question you or criticize you. This is elementary level propaganda. This is just elementary level control and manipulation. At least a lot of people can see through it by now. You know, exposing Marijoa, exposing Celestial Dragons, this is mainstream now. It's mainstream. It's mainstream. I wonder what it'll be like in 100 years from now. I wonder how mainstream it will be. Because so many people already despise Marijoa, and a lot of people are waking up to the power of Celestial Dragons. What is it going to be like in World War III? Because in the strongest nations around the world, you can't climb the political sphere without kissing the wall. If you want to become president or prime minister or whatever, you need to fly over there to Marijoa and kiss the Red Lion Wall. So how could we even have a country or a militia? Like, we shouldn't be praying for war. War is awful, right? For everyone. It's like, at the same time, how do we have a revolution? Like, how do you do that if, like, the people that are against the state of Marijoa and what Celestials are doing can't even climb in the power? You know what I mean? And if you can't go to war, then what? So, see, this is why people should read up on just war. The Catholic Church has a position on just war. I think, like, most of the time, like 99% of the time when we have wars, it's not just war. Especially U.S. Broke down when I saw a video recorded by a Palestinian kid. This world is cruel. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely atrocious. I believe in the Almighty God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I believe in Jesus Christ. Everyone's going to have to stand before God and answer for their deeds. And if you finish the race and you give your life to Christ and you obey him and you attend this church and, you know, get baptized and you truly chase after Christ, you'll have an eternal reward in heaven. I always try to remind myself of that. You know, whenever I'm going through hard times or going through bad times, I always remind myself, like, I might be suffering for a little bit here on earth, but if I can just hold fast to Christ and his teachings and what he left us with in his church, then I can go to heaven and have an eternal reward, you know? What's a little bit of suffering here on earth compared to eternal reward? No more pain, no more suffering, no more tears. Based on Charlie Kirk, the elites just need to increase racial tension and the people will focus on that. Are you saying people will focus on the racial tension? Is that what you're saying? We in the World War, I think you meant World War. We in the World War part tree already, in my opinion. It's just a different kind of warfare. Oh, you think it's like a Cold War? Preach, Robin backstory peak. Robin backstory right now. I do love Robin's backstory. Enies Lobby is my favorite arc. No pain, no gain. So true. So true. Enies Lobby is my favorite arc. Robin might have my favorite backstory. I don't know, bro. I kind of want to like get everyone to reread Wano and specifically Odin. I feel like a lot of people are forgetting about how awesome Odin is. Do you guys remember how amazing his backstory is? Especially like, you know, the pinnacle, the peak part of him being boiled in the oil for his people. Like, do you guys, is that still fresh in your mind? Odin has one of the greatest backstories ever. Odin's backstory was impeccable, bro. Then he got to go to Laugh-Tale. Oh, man, Odin's flashback was amazing, dude. 12 chapters of absolute peak, man. Basically, Charlie pushed a lot of division based on skin color, but the moment he talked about blank, yet H because received the bomb threat, so the elites don't need much. I don't know if I know the whole argument about people saying Charlie pushed division on race color. I think I would disagree with that. There's many things I hated from Charlie Kirk, a lot. I think a lot of the stuff when people mention like the race stuff, I think it's taken completely out of context on a lot of things that people say he said, he just literally didn't say. But I would have to go on it on a case by case basis. You know, I would have to ask someone like, hey, like, what was the one, like, what is one thing he said that created a division between races that you really don't like? And then view that, you know, on a case by case basis, because some could be taken out of context. Some could be like a 3-second clip. Some could be AI, you know, stuff like that. Hope that was a decent response. But yeah, Candace Owens recently released text messages from Charlie Kirk where he was turning against Marijoa. And TPUSA actually confirmed them. Charlie Kirk was talking about Jewish donors. Charlie Kirk donors. Okay, the tweets these are the text messages right here. I'm going to have them on screen for people that are curious. TPUSA, Turning Point USA, they actually confirmed these as being real. So these are Charlie Kirk's messages. We just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro Marijoa cause. And then this is someone else right here. They blacked out the name about Candace. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. What is your favorite thing about your trip that people wouldn't really expect about Japan? Wow, that's a great question. My favorite thing from the trip that people wouldn't expect about Japan. What do you mean? The things that I wouldn't like about Japan. Well, I'll give you a really good thing, and then I'll give you something that I think is a bad thing. So a really good thing that I liked about Japan that maybe a lot of people won't know is that there is probably 1 trillion convenience stores in Japan. There is a convenience store every 5 feet, and in convenience stores, they sell the most delicious food you can imagine. It makes no sense. Like, if I say this to an American, they would probably think like, bro, you're telling me 7-Eleven has good food? How low are your standards, bro? Like, that's how, even myself, like, if someone told me this like 5 years ago, maybe even like a year ago, I'd be like, yo, no, there's no way a 7-Eleven has good food. Your standards must be so trash. But the convenience stores and the 7-Elevens, the family markets, the Lawsons and stuff like that in Japan, yo, they're in a different galaxy, bro. For some reason, the food, and they have like all types of food. The food there is beyond delicious. You could get egg sandwiches, tuna sandwiches, pork and rice, chicken and rice, all different types of cakes, pastries, cookies, biscuits, custards, chicken. Yo, I don't know how they do it in the convenience store. And then it's so cheap. You could get an egg sandwich in Japan, right, for like 180 yen. Go look up how cheap that is. Go get your currency and do the conversion. 180 yen for a egg sandwich. It's not going to fill you up. It's not going to be the biggest meal, but it'll fill your appetite a little bit. So delicious, bro. 180 yen. Absolutely amazing. Maybe that's one thing people wouldn't expect about Japan that I really liked. The convenience store food was immaculate, and I tried to avoid the convenience food. 1, because it's a little unhealthy, but 2, I wanted to eat out. Me and my wife, we wanted to eat out as much as possible. You know, we wanted to go to restaurants and stuff like that, which we did. We went to many, many, many restaurants, but there were some days like we would have to get up very early, you know, to go on a day tour to like a mountains or go to a theme park. We had to get up very early, so we didn't have time to go to a restaurant in the morning. So we would get like breakfast from 7-Eleven or from Lawson's. Bro, it makes no sense how their food is so good there. Like, literally, I was telling her that you could heat up a plate of food. Just pick something like chicken and rice or pork and rice, chicken curry, beef curry or something. I don't know, something at 7-Eleven, the convenience stores in Japan. Warm it up, right? And just close your eyes and eat the food. You could picture yourself spending $30 on that plate. That's how good it is. And they have so many different types of food. It's unreal. They had like 100 different types of sandwiches. They had club sandwiches. They had burgers. They had like all these different chickens and meats. Just, it was immaculate. But the one thing that, like I kind of expected this about Japan, but it was still more than what I expected, was the sexualization in Japan. It's just way too much. It's way through the roof. It's worse than America. Like, we were going down the street, broad daylight, and there's posters, huge posters on the buildings of just huge breasts hanging out, bras. And then like at nighttime, they would have like on the streets, on the sidewalks, like 200 girls dressing super skimpy, trying to get you to go to their maid cafes. A lot of adult DVD stores that you could just walk into in like a split second. There's just way too much of that kind of stuff. And I feel like that is decaying society. That is destroying men. That is destroying women. It is destroying children. That is not how we should be living at all. I despise it. But yeah, there's a lot of amazing things. The Japan subway is pretty it's tricky. It can get annoying. We got lost a few times, but I feel like if you learned the Japan subway system, it's actually pretty convenient. Every time we got to the subway stop for the train, it would show up pretty quickly. We didn't really wait that long for a train. The trains were very clean, very orderly. Japan's very orderly. You don't see like homeless people. You don't see like drug addicts. You don't see crazy people. There's no guns. You know, it's very orderly. I see that's the kind of stuff that I like. That's why I live where I live. Well, that's not the only reason why, but that's one of the reasons why I really like where I live now. Being orderly and safe. You know, you don't have to worry about getting robbed. You don't have to worry about people breaking into your car, being held up at gunpoint. Bro, who wants to live like that? You know, you could just go out at like 3 a.m. and just not even care. You just go out at like 3 a.m., just like on your phone, headphones in, no care in the world, because it's just the community trust is so high. It's so safe. Thank God you didn't bump into Watsuki. Watsuki? What is that? I'm scared to Google that. Bro said food and women. Say no more. Time to start packing up. People will claim Charlie had programs for black people. What do you mean by programs for black people? You mean to like help them, uplift them? But let's not forget slave owners gave their slaves free housing and free food. Yeah, but how can you make that comparison though? Like, I understand what you're trying to get at, where it's like slave owners, a lot of them were abusing the slaves, and then they gave them housing. So it's like, how can you see that they're good? You gave them, I get the whole argument there. But was Charlie really going to that extent? I don't think so. I don't think Charlie Kirk had slaves, bro. Which, by the way, do you know who the majority of slave owners were? Take a wild guess. Come on, Jacob. Take a guess. Take a guess, bro. Take a guess. Who are the majority of slave owners in America? Can you tell me? Can you guess? Who? You think it's you think it's the white people, huh? I'll give you a hint. It's not the white people. Less than 2% of white people had slaves. I think it's less than 1% of white people had slaves. Can you tell me who had the slaves in the U.S.? Because the white people get blamed for it. Yes, the white people get blamed for it. Then they have to carry this white guilt for hundreds of years. Who are the ones that own the slaves? Better question, easier one. Maybe that's too hard. Who owned the ships that brought the slaves? That's way easier to figure out. Can you tell me? The black people came on ships to America. Who owned those ships? I don't know. Let's blame white people though, right? It's the white man. I'm sorry if it seemed like I changed the topic. I apologize, bro. Forgive me. Bro, Eddie, I know you got some of the best Japanese clothing brands along with the great quality denims. I got to head over there and shop over there. Yeah, Tiante, I got you, bro. Tiante, you'll do just fine. You don't need my help. I already know you have good taste in clothes. You know your fashion and stuff like that. You don't need my help. But if you want suggestions on where to go or like the shops or whatever, I could send you a bunch, bro. Yeah, Japan has the Japan fashion is insane, man. Like I know, like obviously, like there's a lot of Americans, you know, they know how to put it on, like, you know, they know how to dress and stuff like that, like obviously, right? But like every single Japanese person you walk by, like your average Joe, has a nice outfit on. Like I didn't see one bad outfit. They all know how to get nice haircuts. They got nice skin. For the most part, like you don't see people, you know, with like a whole bunch of acne, right? I'm not staring at people. It's just like, you know, glances and stuff like that. Nice shoes, jackets. They know how to layer. It's insane. I was impressed because I like clothes, bro. I like clothes. You know, seeing people layer the clothes properly, nice sizing. I like that kind of stuff. I'm not too into it. Like I'm not a materialistic person. At least I hope I'm not. But I like nice clothes. It's nice to see. It's is nice. God likes beauty, right? There's nothing wrong with nice clothes. Just don't be vain about it, right? Don't be materialistic and egotistical. Like that's where you take things too far. But God likes beauty. So in Japan, bro, the fashion's insane, man. And Japan, they're really big on baggy clothes. And they know how to work it too. Like it's not like the Japanese people are wearing these baggy clothes and it looks goofy. Like no, they know how to do it. Evil, you can ignore my comments about Kirk. No, I'm not going to ignore you, bro. I'm trying to respond to as many people as I can. But it doesn't change he was a racist who was a tool for Jays to push division in America and bit the hand that feeds. I mean, you could feel that way. You don't have to see things how I do. I don't think he was racist. I think there's other people that are definitely racist. Racist or prejudiced. He doesn't give me the impression that he thinks black people are a lower form of life or something. Watsuki, the manga creator that was caught with so much blank, they thought he was the distributor. Yo, that's disgusting and evil. The way you phrased it just came off a little funny to where like he had so much that they thought he was the distributor. Dude, that's wild. Distributor, and he's Oda's best friend. He basically got away with it. He got away with it. See, this is what happens when you have a society that overly sexualizes things, where you get into the vice of corn and magazines and all of these things, bro. When you have a society that is just obsessed with lust, this is what happens. You see how it opens the floodgates to all types of stuff? All systems have the exploited and the exploiters, and folks in between just trying to survive. Yeah, that's pretty true. It's pretty true. Everyone's just trying to survive, man. If you really think about it, the people that are being exploited, they're just trying to live, bro. They're just trying to survive. People in the middle just trying to survive. It's the exploiters that are the problem. Did they not own slaves? Should we not blame them for playing their part? How can you blame white people for having slaves when it was less than 1%? It's either 1% or 2%. Definitely less than 2%. So my point is if you can blame a group of people because less than 1% of them did something bad, then I want to see you hold that standard for pretty much every other group of people. You should just say things about black people because more than 1% of them do something. You could say things about Jewish people because more than 1% of them do something. You could say things about Mexicans, Indians, just pretty much every single group. As long as a group has 1% or slightly more do something, oh, well, then it's the group. And are you sure you want to go down that rabbit hole? Because you're going to have to throw your own people under the bus then by that standard. You could say, like, I don't know, like, I'll just make up something random, right? 30% of Indians are obese. So therefore, Indians are fat people. Like, do you want to go down that rabbit hole? Because that's what you have to do. You could use that for like any group of people. And you know that's just not a smart standard. But when you look at the Jays, right, we're not talking about 1%. I think it was 42.5%. So back during slavery in the U.S., less than 1% of white people had slaves, but 42% of Jays had slaves. So how are you going to throw white people under the bus and not Jays? Matter of fact, you're probably the kind of person that would defend the Jays and say, oh, you're just hating on them because they got the IQ and they're rich. You're jealous. That's like the default response from people. By the way, talking about Oda, any updates on his medical issues? Still don't know what's wrong with him. I think I saw a post about him getting better. I think like we had a statement about Oda being sick, and then like 2-3 days later, we had a post about him being healthy again. Japanese girls' style is 100% on point. I don't know, dude. A lot of them were wearing those high-waisted skirts, like those high-thigh skirts. And then, like, a lot of them looked like they were 14. And I was just like, dude, come on, man. Like, would you want to send your, like, 13-year-old daughter to school and she has to dress, like, in, like, that type of way? It's not good, bro. It's not good. Yo, guys, I missed the stream. How's everyone doing? Are y'all all right? Yo, it's good, brother. God bless, man. God bless you, brother. Doing great, man. We're just chopping it up. Kirk talked about how DEI is racist, yet he accuses DEI for what Jim Crow did. I think, so here's the thing, right? A lot of people don't know the difference between racist and prejudice. It seems like 99% of the time when someone says, oh, that's racist, what they're actually trying to say is that it's prejudice. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to have to double check this because I don't want to say something and then sound stupid. So feel free to double check what I'm saying, chat. But if I'm not mistaken, prejudice is putting down a race and racist is uplifting your race as superior, right? So when people say, like, for an example, oh, Charlie said this thing about black people, it's not that he's being racist, it's that he would be prejudiced, right? And the reason that I bring this up is because Jacob talked about DEI being racist. I don't know if I would say that DEI is racist. I need to do more reading on that, but I would say that DEI is probably at the least prejudice. I'm sorry, the other way around. The other way around. I haven't read enough on DEI, so I wouldn't say that DEI is prejudice, but I would say that DEI is probably racist at the least. Like racist as in superiority complex for your race, prejudice as in other races being inferior. Does that make sense? Like if I said like my race is superior, that would be racist. And if I said your race is inferior, that would be prejudice, right? Or am I mixing it up? Or is it the other way around? Kirk was prejudiced and racist because he acted like white people are the greatest and everyone else is subhuman. Well, that sounds kind of like a statement. What did he say exactly? Because it just seems like you're like throwing that out there, but like why though? He'll get more rest when he has his break next week. I think no, he just had his break. Push the idea that black people are inherently dangerous, yet white males make up 29% of the population but commit 77% of blank offender crimes. Suddenly that's not important. Again, I have to look into these statistics more because you see people from all sides. You see people from both sides. They'll point at the other side or they'll say like, no, the studies on my side, they're not accurate. They're not real, you know? But on one hand, both can be true, right? Like you could have one group who, I don't know, let's just say like they do predominantly more of the violent crime. And then the other group, they do like the sexual crime. Both can be true at the same time. But see, I think the thing is how you say this, how you word these things, because I don't believe like pattern recognition is not a sin, but attacking the dignity of a human is a sin. Like we should not be tearing down the dignity of people. Does that make sense? No, Goblin, you're just being willfully ignorant. This Jacob guy is Looney Tunes? Oh, gosh. Yo, fight. Let's go. Isn't prejudice like, oh, a black guy's walking by, let me put my wallet away? I guess so. I guess that's how you would use it. I think they said Oda had food poisoning, but he's good now. Also, there's a break after 1162. Oh, man. Dang it, bro. Gosh darn it. Didn't we just have a break? Oda, you're killing me, brother. You can be prejudiced to Chihuahuas because they suck. Yo, I'm not going to lie. Chihuahuas are my least favorite breed. I won't even lie to you, bro. Won't even lie, dude. At least you have time to catch up. Yeah, got some time. Maybe we got to do a break week stream to make up for the lost content. DEI discourages hiring on the basis of ability, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea either. I want everyone to have opportunities. You know, I think it's kind of sad if, like, you know, people are born or raised in an unfortunate circumstance out of their control. Like, that's pretty heartbreaking. You know, that's kind of sad, right? Because no one chooses to be born in like this area or this family or this disability. Bro, we have to have compassion to those people. On the other hand, I feel like people who worked hard and that have the ability to do things maybe even better than others, they deserve the opportunity to have a career or a job doing something that they're skilled at, you know? So if we have these things in place where capable people are missing out on opportunities, not only will that lower the quality of the work being done, but then it will also take away from the people who put the work in to earn that position. So we need to find a way to balance the two. That's not an easy thing. I would want to talk about this on like a case by case basis, you know, like if we stopped pumping out billions of dollars to a foreign nation, maybe we could take some of that money to help the less fortunate, right? Stop sending hundreds of billions of dollars to this garbage nation and take this money and help your suffering people. Prejudice has a bit of racism in it too. Hiring based on ability is DEI? Bro, I thought it was not DEI. I thought it was about like race and disabilities and stuff like that. Is it not? We joke around, but not everyone in the Nose clan is evil. No, of course not. That is not true. No, just to clarify, what I'm agreeing with you, Al. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm saying it's not true. Like to say that every single one is evil. I don't think that's true. It is strange though. Again, with the disproportionate amount of problems going on, it keeps coming back to the same group. It keeps coming back to the same people. I don't think there's a problem with noticing that pattern. So that's one thing to consider. Secondly, we should look at what that group pushes and believes, right? Like I think there is a recent study that I saw where I think it was over 90%. It might have been like 92% or something. Over 90% of Celestials support what's going on right now in Israel. That's not good. I still have the R and the P. Wait, the R and the P. I still have the R and the P for them. Bro, why is this flying over my head? I still have the R and the P for them. Bro, why is this flying over my head? This is going to be something so obvious, and it's not coming to me. I still have the R and the P for them. Oh, man. I feel like this is going to be so obvious. What does that mean? The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Oh. What do you think was happening before DEI? It definitely wasn't fair hiring practices you see today. I don't support any type of unfair hiring practices. Yo, Adnan, God bless, bro. Hopefully Marijoa didn't poison my man Oda. Oh, I hope not. That'd be awful. Chat, we need to pray for Oda more. We don't pray enough for him. We need to pray more for our boy Oda. Pray for our boy Oda. I think we should hire all the illegals to build monuments to God, Queen, Robin. Yo, Vincent, how you been, bro? How you been, Vincent? DEI is responsible for getting rid of unfair hiring practices. Well, that's a good thing. That is one good thing. I think we need to hire all the illegals to help Oda with the chapters every week. Please. For sure, Dubro, send me. Japan truly is one of one when it comes to fashion. Yeah, it is, bro. I was extremely impressed, man. I love the clothes out there. And there's, Tiante, there's so many brands out there. There's so many clothing lines in Japan that like don't exist at all in America. Like they are Japan only. They're Japan exclusive. I saw these crazy brands out there. Like one of them was called hold on, I wrote it down. I don't even know if they have a website, dude. It was called AGEM9. It was hold on, let me see. They probably don't have a website. It was AGEM9. Yeah, this brand. Right here, bro. Here's an example. Tiante, if you're watching the stream right now, look at this. Tell me this hoodie doesn't go hard, bro. I guess they do have a website. I didn't look it up till now. Yo, tell me this hoodie is not so tough. Look at the logo. Oh, my goodness. I wonder if they have the items on the site that I saw in the store. I didn't see a lot of these items. Wait, I think I saw this jacket, though. This hoodie. No, not this one. Wow, I didn't see a lot of these things. The store I went to, AGEM9, their store was kind of small, so it didn't have too much in it. So I didn't see like all these items, but like I've never heard of this brand before. And everything's in Japanese on this website. As you can see, all the text is in Japanese. So like if you've never been to Japan and you only live in the US, you would have never heard about this. I've never heard about this. And like then they have these hoodies, Maha Grid. I was gonna get a hoodie in red because it goes so hard. I was gonna get the zip up one, the zipper, but didn't end up grabbing it. Man, I can't show you good examples. I didn't see any of these. I think the store had like their best items. Because I'm not seeing anything I saw from the store. They had insane denim and jackets. I'm not seeing them right now. Here, buy this for your girlfriend, bro. Look at this, bro. Oh, my goodness. Bro, look at... Oh, my goodness, this goes so hard. Bro, do you see how tough that is? Look at the denim. So tough. Bro, a dude could probably wear this, honestly. I want the items that I saw to pop up, man. I saw really nice things at that store, but I'm not seeing it right now. Let's see. Rider jacket? No, not the rider jackets. Wait, no. The page actually had English for a second. It went back to Japanese. How do I change it? Whatever, bro. Just Google 'gem/9. Super dry. Are you talking about the drink? I didn't have any super dry in Japan. Or are you talking about the brand? Oh no, I was thinking about the dry alcohol. They have like the dry alcohol in Japan. The dry beer or whatever. I had like the dry lemonade or something like that. Just joined. Komehatsu is nice in Japan. Komehatsu. What is that? Komehatsu? Did I type it wrong? Komehatsu. What is that? What's Komehatsu? I don't know if I told you this, but the bullet-resistant vest was invented by a Catholic priest with so much faith he tested it himself first try because God told him to make it. Did God actually tell him? I don't know. Bulletproof. Hey, I don't know. That's possible. I mean, think about it. Think about it, bro. Saves a lot of lives. It will dry your purse. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, spending all the money. All right, chat. Listen, 1 hour and 47 minutes. We're wrapping it up here. It is past 12 o'clock. Fun stream today.
This guy brought a nuke into the building.
It's been a fun stream back. Love chopping it up with you guys. Talking about all sorts of things. Reading One Piece. Debating. God bless everyone here. I'm glad to be back. Guys, we're going to go live tomorrow for 1162 spoilers. We're going to go live for 1162 chapter 1162 chapter reaction after that. Mooney, he said, we getting stationed in Maryland. Hey, thank God you're not getting stationed in a bad place. Like in another country across the world. Get stationed in the U.S. somewhere, normal and safe. The priest was praying to lower the deaths from shooting, and that's when he got his answer. That's actually great. Bulletproof vests have probably saved so many lives. Even just like regular people that are not trying to go to war or not trying to kill people. They just have a vest and their life gets saved. But chat, great talking to you guys. Great seeing you guys again. God bless everyone here. Make sure you guys get some good food. Make sure you guys get some sunlight, some exercise, lift, chat. I got to get back in the gym. God bless everyone here. Love you guys tremendously. I'll catch you guys soon. Hit the noti bell so you guys don't miss the future streams. Join the Discord. Follow your boy on social media. And I have seen the new One Piece live action pictures. They are actually insane. I saw Crocus, the Crocus actor. He looks great. I think they're doing awesome with the casting. See you later, bro. It looks sick. Laboon looks scary, bro. Laboon doesn't look cute. He looks terrifying. I'm excited. I want to see the One Piece live action. I like the One Piece live action. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was all right. Now, I've been saying this for the longest time, literally since like season 1. I have a feeling the live action is going to skip a lot of content. Like, first of all, they skipped Hachi. So that should already tell you something. And didn't we also didn't they say that One Piece live action season 3, it's ending at the beginning of Alabasta, which means that they have to go through like 4 arcs or something really quickly. I forgot what it was exactly, but it's baffling me how they're gonna move through the live action so quickly, especially if an episode's 1 hour long. They're gonna have to skip content, which is not really that great, but we'll see. The trip was amazing. Thank you for asking, Abigna. God bless you, bro. Will you do reaction streams to live action? I mean, I could try, but you know how Shueisha and Netflix and YouTube are with the copyright, man. But I'm gonna wrap this up here. Also, guys, pray for me, man. I got phlegm. I got a stuffy nose. I'm getting a headache. I got sick on my last 2 days of Japan. I'm trying to take a lot of vitamin C, but it's only doing so much. We're going to wrap this up here, chat. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And we got to do an open mic stream soon. I want someone to come try and debate me about the Catholic Church. Please. It would be an honor. It would be so much fun. If anyone has any questions about the Catholic Church, or they want to contest it, or they have gripes and concerns, bring it to the open mic. I would love to have a conversation. But God bless everybody here. Mwah. Catch you guys soon.
If the world hates you, just remember that it has hated me first. If you belong to the world, then the world would love you as its own. But I chose you from this world, and you do not belong to it. That is why the world hates you. Whoever hates me, hates my Father also. They would not have been guilty of sin if I had not done among them the things that no one else ever did. As it is, they have seen what I did, and they hate both me and my Father. They hated me for no reason at all.